What's up, people? This is Ekibaru. Here is Floor Decor, the concrete manufacturer with a passion for building with modern technology. So, my video today is detailing how to build a precast maisonette using our precast concrete products, including the precast wall panels, the beam-to-beam flooring solution, the mkeka ambao vinyl flooring for interior solution, the safety vinyl floor for your bathroom, and many more. And before you start building, you need an architecture drawing, you need a structural drawing for maisonette, and a county government approval. And this is the unit, as you can see on these images. It's 387 square meter. That is 5 bedroom, 5 bath. This is a final product with a double volume lounge and a composite deck at the entrance. I would say this is a premium high-end finish that costs 9.5 million shilling. Build time was supposed to be 3 months, but we took kidogo time there because at some point I traveled to Las Vegas for the World Concrete Show, where I go learn more about concrete in the exhibition shows. And when I came back, we continued. This is a lounge and pre-finished with our products. So let me detail you how we started with the foundation up to the precast walling, to the upper floor slabs, and the skimming, the click blocks. And so we started with the strip footing because we wanted to use the masonry stones. The soil profile here was good, not cotton like many other places. But in Naivasha, we have soil characteristic which sometimes has like moisture and the wall get mold. So we raised this foundation with the stones, but we covered it with pre-stressed T-beam and the block, as you can see on the video here. One section of the house was really slopy, so it was going up to 8 courses. So us covering with the pre-stressed T-beam and the blocks was a big savior instead of backfilling with soils. And the services were laid under the crawl space. No backfill was done, so the plumbing services, all of them went under the space, as you can see. It was such an easy concept that only lasted like 3-4 days. These are the pre-stressed T-beam being delivered to site. The installation was just a one-day affair, very quick. In this case, we used the block. We had not inverted the 1 meter panels at this time, but the blocks also did a good service. The ring beam was casted on top of the stones to tie the house together. The columns, as you can see, as per the design by the structural engineer, nothing changed. Everything went as a plan. You can see the platform coming up very good. And I love this kind of foundation because you don't have to put a step inside your house. So the next day was Kroger topping, 50 millimeter, only 2 inches. And you can see the wheelbarrow are able to go on top of the blocks without any worry of breakage or anything. So we are using that Vibra Screed is a vibrator to vibrate your concrete. We screed with just basic concrete mixed with fiber mesh, no BRC here. And I'm going to take a minute to document to you how fiber mesh should be mixed. Kindly watch.
Okay, what's up, people? This is Ekibaru here. Thank you again for tuning to my channel. So today I'm talking about this fiber mesh. This is called Excalibur. It's an American brand. It comes in a bag of 6 kilos. This is 6 kilos in 50 millimeter. So the mesh itself is something like this. See this? This is very important to concretes. I know this is a replacement of BRC mesh. Instead of using the BRC mesh, I'm recommending using the fiber mesh. It's more affordable, easy placement, and easy to work with. So how do we mix it? I tell my customers to buy the bag of cement. So perhaps you have 1 cubic meter of 20 what plus 20 concrete, and maybe the ratio is about 6 bags of cement or 7 bags of cement. So for 1 bag of this fiber mesh, we need 2 kilos per cubic. How do you do it? How do you place it? So arrange 17 bags. So for every 17 bags of cement, you need 1 bag. Utilize 1 bag of this for every 17 bags. So get the 17 bags, open them up, all of them, and then add equally the mesh. Add equally the mesh until it's all consumed, like this. Then, once you're done, the operator we'll take the bag of cement for every cubic and pour them in and mix them cementitiously with the other materials. That is how simple it is to use. And today we're doing this concrete. It's a foundation slab. We're doing a 50mm topping on it, and I'll be showcasing you how we're doing it. Thank you very much.
So the next day we started with the walling. So the design was to use click blocks at the exterior of the walls and the precast panels for the interior partitions. It was so simple to use the click blocks. It only took us 4 days. And also assembly of precast walls, the easiest thing. And this is how we use our precast click blocks, using a guider for mortar. You only need 20mm topping and it locks on the side. So I'm going to document why to use click block. Kindly watch the next video.
What's up, people? This is Ekibaro Protocol. Remember, guys, I told you about this block with the tongue and a groove. This is it. It's 150 on the top surface by 200 by 400. I love the block. It's better than the Darugo stone. Why? Because look at the surface. It's already plastered. Why would you need to buy a block that you need to plaster both sides? It's too costly. So I'm here to showcase you this block because I love them. The lock here, the female and the male. Look at the way it locks. So it locks so easy that when a mason is working on them, you only need to put mortar on top of the surface and keep locking the block. And you can build more courses in a day, quicker, faster, and more secure. And no plaster. Thank you. We're manufacturing these at the Precast yard, the Flordeco Precast yard here in Gitaro. If you need that, it's only 70 shillings per block. No transports. Pick up from our factory, deliver to your site. Asante.
So 4 days later, after walling the structure, we reached the rim beam area. The rim beam, or commonly known as a tie beam, is a beam that goes around any standing wall of the structure to tie them together. In this case, we're using a rim beam on top of precast panel, which is 90mm in thickness. So there is a way that your fundi play around the formworks in such a way that your rim beam ties up the panel from underneath. What do I mean? Kuna ambayo inaitwa 2x1 inapigango chini, alafu your formwork panel inakuwa imeingiza kichwa kidogo hivi by like 20mm. Ikishaingia ndani, sasa tunakoroga, unaimwagilia kokoto pamoja. Hiyo ndio inashikilia hizi walls za precast panels. Because I've had this question a couple of times. Na hii panel inashikwa namna gani? Remember, the panel is locked to the rim beam, and this is the outcome. The rim beams are ready. Remember, in this system of beam-to-beam flooring, you cast the rim beam wholly so that the pre-stressed T-beam can be laid on top. And remember, we don't use any timber props. There's nothing to support the pre-stressed T-beam. They lay across just like a bridge. And the infills, the blocks, are installed inside. And this is the way. It's a clean job. No trees. We save the trees. We want to go green. Just lay the pre-stressed T-beam on top of the existing rim beam. And remember, all factors here are as per the structural engineer design. There's nothing that will change. This unit is a frame structure where the column and the beam carries the load. The walling is just there to give a partition and the privacy that is needed. So remember this unit, around it, the perimeter is precast click block. The partitions inside the room is precast pattern, which is 90mm, hence giving us a lot of room space. And the rim beam on top is 400mm in thickness or in depth, and the pre-stressed T-beam is laid on top. And after you lay the blocks, then the services, bwana plumber anakuja naeka pipe zake za 50mm on top, anaeka floor trap, then choo inakuwa set, piping za electrical lay on top, and then you pour a 50mm concrete topping. Again, no fiber mesh, no rebar on the subfloor. Rebar is only compounded to the columns and the beams, and this is where the savings occur. So take this note. Use beam-to-beam flooring system for your slab. It's ready to assemble slab. Utaambia ununua miti, it has a predetermined cost. Utakaka waambia unajua ile miti jana ikutosha, ile miti ongeza. And watch the next video for explanation.
My people, tulisema mambo ikichange na sisi tuna change nayo. Tunawaletea new technology, tunaondokea this old technology. Traditional way ya kujenga. Tunakusave pesa zako and you'll not have this kind of a forest wakati unajenga. Tunakuletea beam to beam na tunatumia nini? Tunatumia filler blocks. Tunakuja tunazipanga kwa slab yako. There's no way utaspend all this money because this is money. Miti ni pesa, ile maji unamwagilia kule ni pesa, labor ni pesa ya kuweka slab, kukoroga ni pesa. So tunakuletea filler blocks, beam to beam, tunakupangia a ready to assemble slab. Save your money, save your time. Ama uko na time ya kungojea? No, hakuna mtu ako na time. Everyone wants to finish, aingie kwa nyumba yake. Karibu sana floor deck.
First floor is done. We've now embarked on upper floor where there are 3 bedrooms on top. As usual, click block to the exterior and the precast panels to the partition of the rooms. And as usual, the rim beam. After the rim beam, easy casting it, and then once it's casted, the beam to beam flooring is assembled on top. This is the easiest part and the most part that I love. No more trees, no formwork, no props, just an easy way of suspending your floor up. And this is a double volume. Can you imagine you having props supporting a 7-8 meter height slab on top? The beam to beam is just laid like a bridge. Easy, no props, and if you embrace this technology, you'll have it. The services, the piping, the electrical conduits, if you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you'd love to work with the beam to beam. And that's the uppermost space. And now, tunapiga mishipi tu ya rim beams peke yake. That is the only place where you touch with cement and mortar. You line them up very nicely. And then the next video, I'll be showcasing you how the precast click blocks, no plaster is needed. You just keep them directly. And again, my man Simiu is on the case here. Look. And before Painter Simiu started his job, we made sure that the precast walls are taken care of, wire brush, and where they need a little bit of plaster is plastered, kidogo, just a few thickness. The floor is installed in preparation for installation of kikambao, and the house is typically clean on the walls. And when we make sure everything is okay, then Painter Simiu starts his job. And also I forgot to mention to you, the windows are installed in this case, and the electrical conduits are already laid out. So it's just painting works that begins, and then from there, we'll start doing the gypsum ceiling. From the gypsum ceiling, we go to the floor, installing the toilets, making the plumbing is working. And before ceiling is installed, we make sure that electrical cables have been run through all over. So the next video is me doing his job. So it took Simiu and the painters like a month to paint the unit, both the exterior and the interior. Then after the painting works was done, the undercut, the friend fundi took charge. Milango ikaanza kufitiwa. Right after that, majamaa walikuwa naeka ceiling ya gypsum, and you're going to notice that installation of gypsum ceiling, you just cover the beam and the block slab, the ready to assemble slabs. You don't do anything on the blocks. You just blunder. Like a blundering chini yake kidogo. Right before then, unaita electrician, anapitisha kibo zake zote, jamaa CCTV, security things, and then unafunika hiyo space with gypsum blundering material, as you can see. And also, the floating staircase, where you don't need to koroga your staircase. And on this floating staircase, you only need bow, and then use the precast panels at the landing section. Zinasupportiwa na chuma. It's very simple to build this kind of a staircase and very safe to walk on. You clad them bow with mkeka bow. The steps is non-slip, and you get a beautiful finish that will match your floor on the lower ground floor. And finally, we're able to complete this unit for 9.5 million. It's a precast house, and this is the finishes inside. You're going to notice the floor is mkeka bow in herringbone design gray. Gray is a new style. The kitchen, and you see this countertop here is cladded with a non-granite material. I'll be telling you more in the next video. The staircase is floating, covered with mkeka as usual. Beautiful, non-slip, zero maintenance. And the other room, the Wakanda doors, the wood look mkeka the closets and the bathroom with another cladding and the safety vinyl in the bathroom. I'm going to talk about the safety vinyl in the bathroom because watu wanakaka kwa bafu. And why do people sleep in the bathroom? Because whatever we put in there is slippery. I encourage everyone to go for safety vinyl so that floor decor outlet. So the house is complete. Owner is occupied. Happy. It was supposed to take 45 days. It took a little bit longer period of time because of financial hitches here and there, but as usual. But I can guarantee you a precast house is what you need to save you cost, to build the right way, and to finish it off with the materials that are stocked at Floor Decor Outlet. I'm going to take you outside also to look at the patio. Indoor or outdoor is a new indoor. So you want to spend more time outside. You don't want to stay in the living room. Kama kuna wageni unawapeleka pale kwa patio, wanachila hapo nje. And we stock composite decking material. This is a wood look product that is 100% weatherproof. You don't have to worry about it cracking or being affected by the weather. And also these units, they fence with our precast fences. So I'm going to be documenting the precast fence soon. Thank you for watching. Keep tuned and let me know what's up. Asanteni.